What's up, guys? Made this video to show everyone, the entire world, this game that I like to call NBA Slamz. NBA Slamz, of course, is a drinking game based on the game of NBA Jam. It was a Super Nintendo game that came out in 1993, I believe. It's 1993. Larry Bird and Magic Johnson and Michael Jordan are all not in the game. What are you going to do? Of course, those were the three favorite players of the time. Larry Bird retired in 1992. Magic was diagnosed with AIDS, as we all know. And Jordan wasn't part of the Players Association, so he wasn't in the game. And he had maybe just retired, too. So, all of them not in the game. Kind of sucks. Scottie Pippen's in the game, and he basically has Jordan stats. But I just wanted to talk about just how fucking good this game is, why this game is so good, and just, the background of how I came to realize how good it was and how competitive it was, and just how I can relate to it in, to Super Smash Bros. Melee, and, pretty much just everything but the game. I'll start by talking about how we came to know about the game. Well, first of all, I should say that NBA Jam has like 2 or 3 or 4 different versions on the Super Nintendo, and it has like its own Sega Genesis versions, and then it has like a tournament edition for the Super Nintendo, and they're all very similar. And you can pretty much play them all the same. And then they had like NBA Hoops on PlayStation 2. They had NBA Showtime and NBA Hang Time, both on N64, and then on the Dreamcast and maybe PlayStation 1, stuff like that. And then they came back out with it like 5 years ago. And we're like, remember this game, NBA Jam? And, at the E3, whichever, I don't remember which year it was, E3. And they're like, yeah, like, remember this game, NBA Jam? Like, and the crowd went wild, like, oh, boom, shakalaka, bullshit, whatever. Like, I don't know, you may not have heard the game, but if you have, like, boom, shakalaka. If you're an NBA fan, you've heard boom, shakalaka before. And you pretty much know, like, okay, they're referring to NBA Jam. Or he's heating up, 3 shots means he's heating up. That's also something that's played in beer pong. When somebody hits like 3 shots in a row, then they're like heating up and then they get the ball back. Doesn't really make much sense to me, and it never really happens because it's really hard. It's really fucking hard to hit 3 shots in a row, and at least where I play, because we play like a whole ping pong table. I know I've seen like, small little fucking tables, and like that's not fucking beer pong. That's like this long, but like this long. That's not beer pong. Anyway, enough about beer pong. Fuck beer pong. That game sucks. This is about real basketball. Okay, this is about real fucking basketball. NBA Jam. It's a real fucking game. It's the best fucking game. Maybe it's not the best game in the world. Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. Gotta give it props. The most competitive game in the world. I don't know. Judgment call. Go ahead and leave comments down below. I don't care. Tell me which game's the best. I don't know. I prefer Super Smash Bros. Melee. It's the best. You can't really argue with Melee, and how fucking good it is. Just, and the scene's still growing. Samox is his gamer tag, and it's his his Twitter. He created this mega series of 9. It's this 9-part documentary, and it's just so fucking good. Even if you don't even like video games, you still might like this game. And anybody who has ever played like Super Smash Brothers at all, or Melee at all, would understand like this game, this documentary, even though they may not know anything about like advanced techniques and how far people could take the game they could still understand it. And that's kind of why I'm here today, to talk about NBA Jam and how far me and my fellow buddies took the game. First of all, I'll talk about how we got into it. There's this like YouTube video like 3 or 4 years ago that we saw. One of my buddies like posted on my wall, because we used to play NBA Jam. Like we would go to like lunch, come home, play NBA Jam, and we talk about it. So I'm like, yeah, this fucking game's great actually. Like I remember like setting it up because my brother got us this emulator on our Wii, and so we could play every Super Nintendo game. It was like one of the greatest days of my life. It's like, what? Like you play any fucking Super Nintendo game from any time? Like holy shit. Super Nintendo fucking rocks. It was my favorite. I had it as a kid. It's the best. So yeah, I was like, we were scrolling through games. I'm like, NBA Jam. Like, you guys would like this shit. Like, give it some time. Like, hey, this is way better than 2K. Trust me. For like a casual basketball fan, NBA Jam is way better than NBA 2K. Any NBA 2K is coming out right now. Even though I love NBA 2K. I can't lie. I love NBA 2K. I'm just a big NBA guy. I got my Golden State Warriors sweatshirt on right now. They're up 3-0 against the Pelicans. See how they do. But yeah, my buddy shows me this video, and he's like, it's just these bros, and it's kind of a stupid video. They call it NBA Slamz, and they're drinking like vodka and Gatorade, and stay hydrated, you gotta stay hydrated. It was kind of stupid. I saw it, I was like, I guess this would be kind of cool if we did this. I'd be down to play a drinking game based on NBA Jam. That'd be pretty cool. I'm always in favor of good drinking games. Who isn't? So he shows me, and it's in my brain. 2 or 3 weeks later, it's the AFC Championship, maybe 2011 or 2012. I'm gonna say 2012. It's either the AFC Championship or the game right before that. The Ravens were in it. I don't remember who we were playing. This kind of shows my fanhood, how it's kind of died over the last few years. I don't remember who we were playing, but we had just lost. And I come home, and I'm all upset about the loss. Or it might not have been that big a deal to me. But I come home, and my brother, I showed the NBA Slamz video to my brother, and he's like, he's playing with his buddy, and I'm like, what are you guys playing? Like, dude, we're playing NBA Slamz. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, that game, that stupid YouTube video? Okay. He's like, no, dude, it's pretty fun. And my brother's like, drink. He's shouting at him, like, at his friend, like, drink, like, every time. So they made the rules. Every time you hit a 3 or dunk the ball, you have to drink. The other player has to drink. The other team has to drink. And they did it in such a good way because it doesn't stop the gameplay. Every time a bucket is scored, there's a 2 to 3 seconds before they inbound the ball. I have my GameCube controller. I'm able to use we use GameCube controllers because it's on an emulator coming out of the Wii, and these are the best controllers. If you love Super Smash Bros. Melee, you'll understand why these are the best controllers. They're almost fucking therapeutic at this point for me. I just fucking love the sound of like wave dashing and just melee attack skills. But so say this is a beer. It's just an empty water bottle. Say it's a beer. Keep this in your hand, and you have it. And when they hit the 3 or dunk, you gotta drink quick. And so you can run with your left hand. Both island are turbo. You drink, you get the ball inbounded, so you still have the ball, but you can drink, but you can still move around and watch the game as you take just a quick sip, a little more than a sip that we used to play, not like that, but like kind of like that, and then you start playing, and then you're ready to go as so you don't lose any time because you wouldn't be shooting then anyway. So it just got really competitive, and I saw I played it. We played. It was unbelievable. Just how fun it was, and it was one of those things in your brain where you're like, damn, I wasn't expecting to have that good of a time, but we played this awesome competitive game, as anybody knows. And if you don't know NBA Jam, pick the fucking game up right now, play it, you'll have a blast. I kid you not. You know, in basketball, you'll have a blast. You'll be like, this is a fun game. He's right, it's like an arcade style game, but it's fucking great. And it includes a lot of classic NBA players. So if you're like an old timer that used to like love the NBA, then you'll really like it, because you'll look at some of the old guys and like, yes, I used to like this guy back in the day. But so where was I? We were playing, and it was just so good. So competitive, and I got drunk, and then I was like, I got to do this again, But we didn't play for a while until one of my other buddies, and two of my buddies came over, and we played with my brother, and we were playing, and we did like a best of 7 series, and that's when we came up with a lot of advanced techniques to the game, and I'm here to show you the advanced techniques in an upcoming video where I can show you the game. This is just an intro to it. So I'm going to show you a lot of advanced techniques, a lot of advanced skills, what you need to do, what you shouldn't be doing, and hey, I'm here to help this game grow. Super Smash Bros. Melee, it's huge, and obviously there's no pro scene for this, but and there probably won't be one day, but at least I'm getting some people to go back and play NBA Jam and think to themselves like, this game was fucking great. If I do that, my goal is complete by this video. But if I don't get anyone to go, then it's okay. But pick up the game, download it. There's so many easy ways to download ROMs and download, get an emulator, download a ROM, play it on it. You could use anything, like even today, like we can just, since Smash 4 came out, you can plug it in through USB, plug in your game controller into the computer, play. You don't even have to use a keyboard. You can plug in your Xbox 360 controller. You can even use wireless. You can figure all this shit out. Just Google it. It's pretty fucking simple. But yeah, it's just one of these games that we just play non-stop. So I'll stop rambling. This video is surprisingly almost already 13 minutes. I hope I said everything that I wanted to say. Basically, we fell in love with this game because of how in-depth that it really is, and we didn't realize that how far it could be and how fast we could play it, and just how competitive. And one of my buddies always says because we're kind of townies, we live in the town. This is my father's house, and we're kind of townies, and when and we're in college, and when one of my friends come in town, he's like, I can't wait for all of our friends to leave town so we can start playing Slamz on the weekends again, because nobody wants to play like us, and it pisses me off that all of my friends don't want to play. I wish we could just have like a Slamz tournament. That would be the fucking best thing ever, But yeah, that's how much he loves the game. He's like, I wish all of our friends would leave so we could just play 2-on-2 NBA Slamz, just the 4 of us, like it's always been. And we all kind of hold this special place for the game. So I'll sign off. There's so many good techniques. I'll sign off here though. So stay tuned.